Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. I was leaving this video a bit because with a release like this, I was expecting the rumour mill to go crazy, which it did. I was expecting all kinds of accusations and, like I say, rumours, which there were. So I was going to give it a good few days. Since a few days, was it been like a week now almost, when we announced the big project that I've been working on, which was the Jaeger precision impact grenade. Now, a lot of people spreading misinformation out there. I wanted to give it a few days to a week to let all that subside, let them get all their theories out there before I come on video, and just let you guys know what's been going on. So this isn't something that we've just decided to do on a whim, which many people think is the truth. It's not. I have been working on getting this back to market for years, and it's finally started to become a reality about 18 months ago. And then 12 months ago, so another 6 months after that, I started putting in the groundwork to bring this legendary grenade back to market. Now, what I will tell you, I'll put everyone's minds at rest, because I was getting inundated with messages, everyone warning me I'm going to get sued, copyrighted, all this stuff with the patents and everything like that. You don't need to worry. We have the exclusive rights to make this device here in the UK. And this is something that hasn't been around for a while. But let's take a quick look inside the box and then I'll explain further as we do. So if you order one of these, the pre-order has been live now for about half a week, and they're going live on the 4th of October. Now, what that means is myself and other retailers that are offering this device will probably get sent out, if you've ordered it online, the day before. So those of you that have paid, I don't know, express shipping or whatever, there's a chance you'll get it on the 4th, because I'm pretty sure the 4th is a Saturday. So we'll do our best to do that. Or you can pop in store down at HC2 in the West Midlands here, and you can walk into store on the day and pick one up if you pre-ordered, or purchase one over the counter there and then. So what is this device? Because a lot of you, I think you were trolling, but a lot of you were saying you didn't really understand what it was. This is a blank firing grenade, which was very, very popular years and years ago, and then it stopped production, halted production here in the UK, and then they got discontinued. Now, all I'm going to say is that the original creators of the then Tremor, I'm going to call it Tremor, we can't refer to it as its acronym because it's been trademarked, but they had some differences with one of the shops that was stocking this, and I'm not going to go into detail with that because it's really not my place. If we get any, what should I say, there's going to be people that aren't happy that we're releasing this device, so if I get any shade thrown at me from them, then I may tell you the full story. But there was I'll just put it down to a falling out, and the original inventor of this device withdrew the production, and he sold the patents and the rights to it to a company in the United States, and then it was halted production. They were able to sell off their remaining stock, but after that, no more of the Tremors were allowed to be made. So the guy that invented this device, a very, very clever guy, he's actually one of my closest friends. We've been friends for a hell of a long time now. And the funny story is that the original device, they were struggling to give it a name, and then it was called the TRMR, the Tactical Reloadable Maritime Ready. And believe it or not, it was actually myself at the time that came up with that name. And because I came up with the name for my friend at that time, he actually gifted me obviously not this one, but he gifted me 2 devices that he'd done. And they were in a very a colour that they never released. Basically, it was like a really dark maroon red. And I said, "How many of them have you done?" Because he said I could have 2 devices. He says, "I've only done the 2 in this colour," so that was it. That was my sort of prize, for instance. So, not making this up. I made the name. I was employed by JD Airsoft at the time, and since then, the term TRMR has been trademarked by them. Now, a lot of you might think that that is kind of a dodgy move, trademarking that name, and it technically wasn't really theirs to trademark. I suppose they could give an argument to say that I was working for the company at the time, but I think really, as I've thought about it, they trademarked that name back in the day when they were selling the devices to basically stop people copying it, and it kind of makes sense. So when we decided to bring this back to market, it needed a new name. And over the course when the original TRMRs were made, it was actually, there was a period of time where I'd left my role in that business. I was no longer working for the airsoft company. And my friend, who is the inventor of this, of course, who was running Concept Tactical at the time, actually contracted me to build the devices because they were having some problems with, I don't know, whoever was putting them together. So a friend of mine turns up at my house, thousands and thousands of these devices turned up at my house, and I literally used to just sit there in my little house I had in Burntwood and just make these every night, and they paid me a fee for it, of course. So I have a very big history with this device, and I've kind of been asking my friend for a number of years now on the possibilities of bringing it back. So not only does Jaeger Precision have the exclusive rights to bring this back as it was in the UK, we've also got it all written out from the company in the US that is very heavily involved with this product over there, to also give us the nod and the okay for us to do so. So those that are worrying that we're going to get legal claims put to us, and we're infringing on patents and stuff like that, we're not. We have full permission to do this. So we decided to bring it back. I kick-started the production on the Jaeger Impact, but it still didn't have a name. We went through many different names, some of them funny, some of them a bit more serious, but things going from like the Jaeger Bomb, which I thought was a really good one, but unfortunately heavily trademarked by Jägermeister. We were originally going to, names that were thrown out there, everything you could think under the sun. We were then going to call it the GOAT, which stood for the greatest of all training grenades. But then as it was boiling down to it, production was coming to a finish. It got to the point where the name had to be put on the device. And I sat there and I thought, literally, what does it do? What is it? It's an impact grenade. Just keep it simple. Check for trademarks, everything like that. Everything's fine. So we just called it basically what it was, which is the Jaeger Impact. Now, we've done these, we've made hundreds of these devices, and the launch edition, as what you see here, is in this bronze colour, which is very, very nice. I mean, I hope you'll agree with me. A lot of people have been saying they love the colour. So the launch edition of this device, this is how it will come. We will never do this colour ever again. So if you want something that's going to be very unique, make sure you jump on the order. There's a 250 of these in total in this bronze, and then if we do like consecutive batches over the course of a period of time, we'll do different colours, of course, but you'll never ever see this one again. Now, other people have asked if we're going to support this device with different attachments and things like that. To get into the nitty gritty with impact grenades or blank firing grenades like this in the UK, a lot of companies are actually on the fringes of breaking the law. There's a lot of things that you have to do when releasing such a device like a blank firing grenade, and the reason why we've kept it to a 209 primer like this is because it was okayed by the proof house. We don't have to go through any stringent tests or anything like that for such a small charge, even though this device has a long history of going up to really, really high powered 12 gauge blank rounds. So we kept it to a 209, and those companies out there that are selling you any type of blank firing grenade in anything chambered other than 209 are potentially breaking the law, and those devices have to be proofed by the proof house. You have to pay a fee of per device sold, and no one's doing that. And we're doing it properly, so we're not going to, borderline in the grey area and risk getting in a bit of trouble, which a lot of other companies are at risk of doing so. We're just going to keep it to a 209. Now, let's say you have, the older versions of this device, which are the TRMRs. All your bases belong to us. All your bases will go straight on. This is backwards compatible with all your tremor bases. So if you have the X4 bases that take 209, 8mm, 9mm, 12 gauge, they will go on. We don't sell this device as running those charges. We only sell it as a 209 device, but that's just, a legality thing. If you want to put them on there, that's totally up to you. We can't stop you from doing it. So the standard launch edition will come with this very nice stainless steel one-shot base. Of course, we will be doing different attachments. We'll be doing the multi-shot bases, which some of you have already asked if when we do the multi-shot bases, will we do some in this colour? So those that have got the original bronze coloured devices, to get one to match, and that's correct. So when we do the multi-shot bases, if we do them over a period of time, we might not do a batch of 250 bases just in bronze for those that might want them. We'll just do, every time we do some multi-shot bases, we'll do some in this bronze, just in case those of you that have the launch edition want to pick one up to have it all matching. So don't worry about that. And, 209 primers, you put one in there, you set it on there, you twist it, you know the score with these devices, and then it's ready to go. It hits the floor, it goes off, and actuates 209 primer. The great thing about 209 primers, they're more than loud enough for anything you want to do. You don't need big rounds in these things. And also the price for a 209 primer, they're very cheap, anywhere from as little as 7p to 10p per charge. So a high investment in terms of getting the devices themselves, but then once you've got it, you can put 209 primers in. It's very cheap each time you throw it. So I know I'm telling you how to suck eggs here. I just want to try and cover all the bases. Now, also in the tube with your Jaeger Impact, you're going to get this manual that tells you how to use it, how to load it, how to deploy it, how to reload it, how to make it safe, how to make it armed, and all the legal stuff here. Make sure when you buy one of these devices that you read this. If you pull the device out of its packaging, you are accepting that you've read this very, very important liability stuff. Basically, it's telling you not to do anything stupid with it, and if you do anything stupid with it, the liability and responsibility is on yourselves, not us. So there you have it. The Jaeger Impact is here. It's good to go. It's currently at this moment in time on pre-order on the Jaeger Precision website and the other retailers that are involved, like HC2. And once the 4th of October arrives, you'll be able to pick it up as just an on-the-shelf product. We have made sure that there's plenty of these available for you so that no one misses out if you want one of the launch edition devices. Now, the consecutive batches that we'll be doing of these devices, we'll be offering all kinds of different colours. We'll also be doing some wacky stuff. So basically, 250 of these to get your hands on, and then I've held a certain amount of stock back so we can do something crazy with Cerakote and stuff like that. So if anyone wants to pick up something unique, you'll be able to. Thank you for listening to me rant for the past 14 minutes. If you've got any questions whatsoever, you can post them down in the comments below. But the Jaeger Precision Impact, formerly known as the Tremor, is here, it's back, and it's here to stay, and we're doing it the right way. We've took the time, we've took the past 18 months planning the re-release of this device, and it's here, back on the market. Probably one of the greatest training grenades, if not the greatest training grenade of all time. It was super easy to use, nice and easy to arm, no pins, no spoons, no fuss, no drama, and probably one of the most reliable devices you could ever buy, because we've all seen the others that are available on the market. Some of them have very good features, I'm not going to lie, but I've been in CQB many times, and you can see it in the gameplay videos on the channel. When other devices come around the corner, they hit the floor and they literally just do not go off. So thanks for tuning in as always. I hope I haven't bored you too much. Check out the Jaeger Precision website. You can also check out the link in the description below to join the Jaeger Precision Discord. Any questions, you can put them in there and I'll answer them to the best of my ability. As always, thanks for tuning in. And from me and Bench, we'll be seeing you in the next one.